Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're drafting, just kind of a thing we do every now and again on this here channel. This idea was delivered to me from a mate, so shout out Mitch. I have a bad feeling that this team's gonna be stinky. Don't think we'll do well, but yeah, the longest last name we can have on this team is 5 letters. I was debating on making it 6, but I think 5 is going to be an extra challenge, and if we can somehow make this team a playoff squad, amazing. Hopefully we land on a team we don't use very often. We get the Isles, which I don't really know. Have we used the Islanders ever? I feel like it's gonna be one of those times where I used them last video and just completely forgot. So I'm gonna leave CPU trades on, and I think, yeah, player morale will be off, obviously, but I will maybe try to incorporate trades. I saw a comment saying, you know, if it fits the requirement of the team, you should be able to trade. So if I can find a player at the deadline who has a 5 or shorter letter last name, then I could try to acquire them. I see Jabroni over here trying to slip under the radar, but not on my watch, buddy. Now the question becomes, what pick are we gonna get? And I have no idea. I also just saw a lot of green screen glare in these glasses, so that's gonna make for an interesting edit. I'm not gonna do anything special to it. I'm just gonna let there be 2 massive holes in my head. I should wear a green shirt one time though, just for fun, and not even say anything. Just show up in the video as a floating head. I say we get pick number 15. I'm going right down the middle again. I'm still in that range. I don't know why, but I just keep going there. And we get the 2nd overall pick. That is just rude. I know it's very early in the morning, but that is no excuse. I just literally counted using my fingers before I came into this screen to see how many letters Cale Makar's last name was. Well, I could have just done it in my head, but I guess I'm a visual learner. I don't know. We'll go with Cale. And now we have nobody. Someone also commented saying to take Willie Nye in more drafts, and you know what? I would, but he just never really fits the bill. Stone is an option. We have a defenseman. We could take a right winger. What are our goalies looking like, by the way? Jari, Hart. Okay, so we have some options. Saros as well. Our picks are going to be basically back-to-back. So, I'm going to go with the forward first in Stone, and then we will draft a goaltender. Saros is 89. Jari's 88. It's also making 1.5 less. Does he have abilities? He's got 3. Saros has an X factor. He's never simulated well for me, though, I feel like. Should I give him another shot? Or should we just go all the way down to Katahat? 87 overall, no abilities, I'm out. He also didn't sim well for 2BC. Maybe he'll smarten up. I'll give him one last shot. You see what I see is joining the squad. This is one of those drafts where I don't have room to be picky. As soon as I see a player, I kind of have to take them, so Brent Burns will be joining the squad as well. The cap situation, I will stay within the cap, if that's possible. It should be. Ellis as well. Why is there so many defensemen? He's left, though, right? Torrey Krug is also left. The plot thickens. Oh, no, he's right-handed. Okay, so that just made up my mind for me. Falk is also right-handed, by the way. BT dub. So I'm taking Torrey to be a left-handed defenseman. We got to smarten up here. Also, I just saw Hyman. I should be able to take him. Hopefully he's still here, but I think he's going to be gone. Hayes. You know what? We have a lot of options. This might not be as bad as I thought it was going to be. Offensively, we might not be great, but we should be at least solid-ish. Hayes will be our first line center by the looks of things here, which is bleak. But you know what? Not horrible. 7.14. That is an ouchie, but don't have too many options here. Not that I'm upset that we have to take Hayes. You know, he's a good player. Don't get me wrong. Orlov, who has recently been traded to the Boston Bruins. I'm sort of upset about that. I always liked Orlov. He's a very good defender. So, Bruins, you got a good one. Also, the individual who is the reason I'm making this video, Mitch, big Bruins fan. So, he was actually messaging me the other day about that as well. Enjoy Orlov. And I think you got Hathaway as well, who is also perfect for Boston, I gotta say. Do I scoop up Halsey or do I take Vrana? You know what? We gotta try and cut cap wherever possible. And this is a possibility right here. We're dropping down 1 overall, but he's also 26, whereas Hull is 30. So maybe some more room to grow throughout the season. I'm trying to justify it, but at the end of the day, I'm just taking Vrana. Regardless, Capitals legend. Riley Smith is also a sniper, though, so that could be an issue. Unless we play... Who was the other left winger we got? Kane. So I could play Kane on the second line, play Vrana on the first line, and then that way we have power forward and sniper. And if I get a center playmaker, now we're talking. All right, Riley. Domi's a playmaker, and he's 83 overall, making only 3 million. So in my opinion, that is optimal. We also have Philip here, though. Is he a playmaker? He's a two-way forward. We could also... Oh, wait, no. Can't even draft him, so never mind. Domi, welcome to the team. If I can scoop up a left-handed defender here, then we'll have our first two defensive pairs, first two lines, and our starting goalie, which I am a big fan of. We'll be sitting nice. You know what? Psych! I'm taking Jake Bean, who is 82 overall, but left-handed. And, you know, maybe, again, potentially some room to grow there throughout the year. Contract was not huge, so I'm a fan of that. I also just realized I have these headphones on and I'm not listening to anything. What's up with that? NHL heaters, yes please. Let's get it started. Oh baby. With the music playing, this draft just got real. And right now I'm eyeing up Eric Haula, who is a center. He could be very good for the third line. 81 faceoffs isn't insane, but it's alright. Yup, got about $17 million left. I could take Palat and really stack up that third line and have a goal-scoring third line. And then I could get Rust as well, but then we would have no money left and still a decent amount of players. So I could probably get one of them, but certainly not both. I meant to go to goalies. Here we are. Allen. Yeah, we could also go after Martin, who's making 700k. So that would not hurt our cap at all. Halak making 1.5, another possibility, and now we're getting down to the sub 80 range where I do not want to go. You know what? Today's the day of second chances. I think Martin simulated awful. Well, I can't take him. He's 6 letters. I don't know what I'm talking about. So anyway, cut that in post. Not gonna do that. It's staying in. But I will take Halak. Coil would be nice, but 5.2 is just a little too demanding. Timothy, why do you do this to me? Why did you have to show up on my screen? Oh my word, he lost all of his abilities in the newest roster update. I'm gonna have to pass, TJ. Sorry. David Kampf. Two-way forward and only 1.5. That's not a big ask. Fourth line center has been acquired. Or maybe. Who knows where they're gonna play? You know, the bottom 6 is always a toss-up. So at this point in time, all we need is wingers and another defensive pair, which shouldn't be that hard. Should I take Lars again? Another two-way forward. 82 overall. 3.5 isn't great. But, I mean, we can afford it, I feel like. Another centerman, but we have some centers that are center/wing. 80 face-offs. I feel like he's just good overall. What's his defensive category look like? 3.5 stars. We'll come back to you. Actually, we're not going to go back, because I'm going to take Stahl, who has 91 face-offs and $6 million. Steep. But I think we should be able to find some league minimum contracts here. Yeah, I'm up for the challenge. Let's do it. Corey Perry. Now we're talking. A grit grinder, if you will. Welcome to the team, Corey. 82 overall at 750k. I don't know how you could say no to that. Edler. He is 36, but this is also a one-year sim, so, you know, doesn't matter all that much. So what do we need now? We have 2 more forwards to draft and 1 more defenseman. So Tanev may not be the best idea. Defensive defenseman Mark Pizik. 850k at 80 overall is very solid. Do we need a right or left-handed defenseman? Who'd I take last? I'm already blanking out. All right, drafted players, defenseman. It was Edler who shoots left. So yeah, we can take Mark. However, we could also take Yan, who is 1 overall better. He's making 2.7 though, so no, I'm gonna go with Mark. 2 draft picks remain, and we have 5.3. So you know what? If Tanev is still here, then I think we select him. Yeah. Update. He's still here. Legendary headshot right there as well. Undrafted. What a king. Tanev is joining your New York Islanders. And now we have a measly 1.8 to sign a right winger, or really just any forward, honestly. Dowd and Boyd. Both fit. 84 face-offs, 75 for Boyd, so I'm definitely thinking Dowd. 3.5 defense. Not ideal, but I don't know if we'll really get too much better. Alright, Nick, fine, let's go. I feel like my exit from the draft was much higher than my expectation. I also feel like the AI compensated, because look at the 2 picks after I stopped at Dowd. Just like the longest names ever. Alright, it is time to sim up to the regular season, so we can go ahead, have a look at our lines, and see if we have any chemistry. That's gonna be huge. Okay, before we go in, what do you think? Are we gonna have chemistry? Kind of feel like we will, but at the same time, we didn't really get a lot of players with abilities and X factors, so I think it's gonna be zeros. Alright, how about that? The head coach, no, don't touch my lines ever. Why? Why are Krug and Makara -1? What a sick joke. And then I want to move them, because I want the second line to have a playmaker, power forward, sniper. And then we got here, 2-way forward, power forward, sniper. Decent. Eric Howla, if I move him up, that becomes a -1. Yeah, there's not really a lot I could do here. That third line just really wants to be in the negatives. And I'm not going to stand for it. Now the Q becomes, can we make the playoffs with this team? I don't know. My instinct is saying no. I feel like I'm playing Among Us right now. I'm trying to spot the imposter, see if I accidentally took anyone that has 6 letters, but I think we're good. Goalies. Yeah, I think we're fine. So, prediction time. Stone gets the most points. And you know what? Actually, no. Withdraw. This guy leads the team in points with 65. We're not going to get a lot of points. We're a defensive team. And I'll say that we get... I'll give the boys the benefit of the doubt. 41 wins, 42 wins. And we sneak into the playoffs. I think that line chemistry is just going to kill us with all the zeros. Alright, now we're cooking something up here. I like it. Back-to-back L's as soon as I say anything. Typical. We're scoring a decent amount. 8-1 L to the Flyers. Holy smokes. Second in the division. And it's fairly far into the season, you know? We're not crazy early anymore, so maybe we are just going to be a contending team. Now we're first in the division? What's going on? Even though I said I can make trades at the deadline, why would I? We are absolutely flying out here. I'm very interested to see the goalie stats. I want to see if we finally have a performance from You See What I See. As well as, well, I guess Halak, I don't know if I've ever even drafted him. I feel like I have maybe once. Will Patrick Kane be on the block? We won't be able to get him. It's going to be impossible, but he's not here anyway. We got Maury, Pulock, Lindholm, Fleury, Jones. So there is some good players, but again, our team's buzzing. There's no point of making trades right now. And the only player that we can trade for here is Seth Jones anyway, who is making like 9 point something, right? 9.5? No. 38 wins! We are, by far, unless we have the worst post-trade deadline in history, not gonna rule it out, we're definitely getting more than 41 wins, which was my original prediction. Nice. Couple wins there, back-to-back on our California trip. We don't clean up on the California trip, but we take that. There's 4 straight L's. Finally win against the Tampa Bay Lightning, a shutout. Overtime loss, that's fine. We get a point from it. We're in the playoffs with 100 total points on the year. Much better than I expected. The Rangers really picked up momentum after the trade deadline. We did not, but we still sort of stayed on course. 46 wins, 100 points. The Rangers had 106. In the entire league, the Sharks with 117. They had Sidney the Kidney, ADB, and Drew N as their first line. Fair play. They had Patrice with Quinn and Lee. Interesting. Bunting, Coleman, Ruzicka. It's a good third line. Ekholm and EK65 they brought back. Spencer Knight and Murray. I don't know why they did as well as they did. They have a good team, but 117 points good? We finished off on the front page, 8th in the league. Very solid. Let's see if any teams got shafted. Oh my word. 34, 33, and 15. 83 points. Can't wait for them to win the cup. And the Bruins finish last. Wow. That's unfortunate. But Shane Wright gets the first line position for that squad. Guess they're going for the future here. Oh, they're definitely going for the future. They've got Askarov. They also have Capo, Kako, Kakaniemi, Svechnikov. They were setting up for a multi-year sim. But, joke's on you. This is the part where I tell you, we're done. You just got pranked, bro! Should have stuck with Mark. He had 71 points. Which is only 2 more than Kale, to be fair, who was pretty close. I think I said Kale was 65. So it's not too far off. Brana had 49. We got 56 from Kane. 44 from Burns. Let's go. Howla had 43. I feel like Kale would have got a lot more, actually, if there wasn't a -1 on that first pair. Moment of truth. How'd they do? 917 and a 938. Are you kidding me? 35, 26, and 2. 4 shutouts for both of them. So 8 combined. 11, 2, and 6 for Halak. Guy loves OT. He also loves losing in overtime. Those are immaculate backup stats. A 938 save percentage with a 193 GAA. And he played 25 games, so it's not like he just stepped in for 1 or 2. Freddie had himself a year. 916 save percentage and 44 dubs. Great save percentage for Bucky. And he had himself a year as well. Igor, not bad. EK65 led defenseman, but Kale's top 3. So I'm very gassed about that. What a lad. McDavo, the only player to break 100. 97 overall. Should be 98, honestly. But yeah, he had 38 goals, 64 hamburger helpers, 98 from Leo. And then Sidney the Kidney right there with 96. Same with Kyrou. Attaboy, Jordan. And I would be remiss to leave out Huberdeau. So a 3-way tie at 96 points. Here is your playoff tree for the Stanley Cup. You know what this means. It's time. First 4 games, let's go. It's not a sweep. Calling it immediately. Nice. So if it is going to be a sweep, it's in our favor. Oh? Well, alright then. What a pleasant surprise. And now we have to get revenge on the team that stole the Metro from us. The New York Rangers. It's the Battle of New York. I have no idea how that first game went, but I like how those two went. Are we up by... No, we're not. Okay, never mind. It's a tie 2-2 series at the moment. Now the question is, who is going to take the lead in the best of 3? It will be the Rags. Come on, Isles. Don't let them beat us twice. Can't let them beat us in the standings and in the playoffs. I'm not going to ignore that. Nick Dowd, you're a beautiful man. Will we be headed into period number 2 with the lead? Yes, we are. Shots are deadlocked right now. Power play, and we get scored on shorthanded by Salo. Why is that? Nice power play goal for Evander. That puts us back in the lead. Second period winding down. And we managed to hold on. Okay, so we're up by 1 going into the third. And remember, this isn't even the game that will send us to the conference finals. This is the game to put us into a game 7. 5 minutes to go. Shut him down. Really? You have got to be kidding me. It's golden goal for this OT. Will the Rangers move on and beat us twice? No, not yet. Evander Kane, another power play goal. I love that. Our power play's gelling. And we have ourselves a game 7 in New York. Let's go, lads. We want it more than them. Let's move on to the conference finals. And hopefully the Stanley Cup finals. But just tackle one thing at a time here. And right now, we're staring down the New York Rangers. Scoreless first period. Shots are in favor of the Rangers, but it's nothing dramatic. Can easily catch up there. Wow, this is a battle of the goaltenders so far. Halfway through the game, still... Spoke too soon. Don't go into the third down by 1. Oh no, that's not good. That is really not good. And we give them a... It's over. The game's done. McCann scores. Sure, just pile it on. Why not? Might as well just pull our goalie at this point. 32 shots. So remember when I said we could catch up to them easily? Nice. Thank you, Corey. That's very useful. I mean, at least we didn't let them get a shutout, but what a disgraceful performance. The Golden Knights go on to win their first Stanley Cup in franchise history. Congrats. We got 46 wins on the year. I never even actually looked at our record, really. How did Kampf lead us for playoff points? What's going on, guys? David Kampf, 8 points. Stone had 8 as well, to be fair. Kane, Makar, and Howla all had 7. Our depth was going off. Can't blame this guy. 923, 239. UC played amazing. You thought I was going to say what I see, didn't you? Gotcha. Wow, what a year for the Golden Knights, and what a year for that guy. Just shy of a 920 save percentage. We have some other great save percentages here. Sorokin had a 924. He also had something very similar to that during the season, so incredible simulation for him. Same with Saros. Dougie Hamilton, point a game on the Golden Knights. That team just had themselves a sim. The next closest was Shattenkirk with 13. So he just dummied the entire defensive core. Cam Atkinson with 27 points is gonna be the Conn Smythe winner? Probably. That's outrageous. But you know what? I am here for it. Oh no, he won't be. Because he played for Buffalo. So it's gonna be Pasta. I'm sorry, Buffalo. That was uncalled for. I call my own team the Capitals, to be fair. So, the Golden Knights also had John Tavares. So that's a great first line already. Tavares, Pasta, and they had JT Miller. So all around, great first line. They also have Horvat and Perron. They have a good team. Gotta hand it to them. And now for the awards. We saw this. We already know pretty much all of these, I guess, except for maybe the fact that Buffalo's in the finals. But you could probably stitch that together by looking at the player stats. The Art Ross goes to McDavid, who is a Toronto Maple Leaf. I don't think that will ever happen. Sidney the Kidney for the Hart. You know what? Never mind. I take it back. It could happen, but if it does happen, it will be when he's like 38. Carlson gets the Norris, Huberdeau with the Lady Bing, Shane Wright gets the Calder, and I don't think we're going to be seeing any Islanders logos. No, we do not. Well, there's your playoff tree. Honestly, I still consider that a big success. We went to the conference semifinals, brought it to 7, just couldn't close it out. But 46 wins on the year as well. That's a dub in my book. Well, there you have it. If you have any video ideas, drafts, or other, hit me with it and possibly use it. We'll see. My grammar is just off the charts today. Also, if you did enjoy the video, if you could like and subscribe, I would appreciate it. Obviously, you don't have to, but, you know, if you could. Actually, you know what? You do have to. Because rumor on the street is if you don't subscribe, your favorite player is just going to disappear. Just like they never existed. So on that note, thank you. I'll see you soon.